Hi guys, I want to share with you a very classic case that I handled recently. So some time ago, my client bought a property through me. That property has got a tenancy in place, so we purchased it with tenancy. So coming to the end of the lease, we asked the tenant whether you like to do an extension. The tenant says he's not sure about where the girls' school will be, so he could only wait for a while more before he could get back to us, and he asked for a 1 month extension. As you guys probably have already known or read the reports now, rental market has been quite soft. So to the owner, the interest is not on him to carry on the lease for like 1 or 2 months. So he said that unless I could do 1 or 2 years, otherwise we will just let the lease runs out and we look for a new tenant. So 2 months prior to the expiry of the lease, we usually have to start doing the prospecting for new tenants for the unit. And then the tenant said that they were not in Singapore, so we were unable to conduct the viewing. So, well, the landlord isn't so sure whether the tenant is saying this for real. He's just trying to block us from getting new prospects. So we are not sure either, but since the tenant says that they are not in Singapore, we let it be. But then we also asked for the proof of their travel details, air tickets. We didn't get any information. Subsequently, somebody that we know who lives in the same estate went and have a check, and lo and behold, we actually were able to see the tenant at the balcony using her phone. So, of course, the landlord is enraged by the entire circumstances. But anyway, because we couldn't get a viewing, we could only continue to market the property, but we are unable to conduct the viewings. Subsequently, we begin to receive some inquiries and we actually closed the deal without any viewing. So at the end of the lease, we conduct a handover and then we begin to record all the defects, note down all the rectification works that are needed to be done, and the tenant contested. So the amount of defects works, cleaning and all the rectification works amounted to more than 7,000. It was huge. The tenant insisted that they handed over the apartment in a better condition than it was when it was handed to them. So anyway, we asked for photos, we asked for proof to back their case that the defects was already the pre-existing ones, so that we could waive them for those areas, but they could not provide any evidences as well. So a few days ago, the landlord sent me a message. He said, "Hey Lawrence, you know something that is really unbelievable?" I said, "What is it?" He said, "The tenant moved into the same estate as they were living now as the landlord, and then they are actually living in the same block now." Wow, I think this is really classic case. I don't know how this entire story is going to pan out, but I think it's very interesting. What are the chances that this kind of thing would happen, from wanting to claim each other? And in fact, the landlord did say, if I found out that they were indeed not in Singapore, which we already had the evidence to show, and they want to come and claim me, then I will claim them for the potential loss of income because we were blocked from conducting viewings. I don't know how it will pan out. I think it's really unbelievable. I have never done a case like that before. Well, I can only say this: whatever things that we do, we try to do it fair, we try to do it right, because we really do not know what is the road ahead of us, what and who we will meet along the way. So we just do our best, to the best of our conscience.